Hey guys, so this is going to be a veterans video. I think it's going to be the first of many, so let's just get into it. Oh, and by the way, welcome to my channel. My name is Nick. If you don't know, I don't edit a lot of these videos too harshly just because I'm trying to work on my free speech. So, the value you're going to get out of this video is a general overview of what I did to get my GI Bill and how it works. I will make way more in-depth videos, but this is just, off the top of my head, very free speech. So if you have the benefits, based on what you're rated, I am rated at, technically I'm 100% permanent and total, but I only have 90% GI Bill benefits, which is cool. I'm not going to complain. So here's the thing. You apply for your school, or firstly, go and apply for your benefits, your GI Bill benefits. You go through e-benefits, and you let them know that you're going to go to school. You say what school you're going to, and you give them all the information that they require. It's very easy, and it usually took, for me, it took like 3 to 5 days, almost a week, and they got back to me with like a certificate of eligibility saying that I can attend the school. Then you apply for the school, and generally, I don't know why, but you get accepted. I had horrible grades. I still got accepted to a private Christian university, Liberty University, awesome school. And they will then contact the VA, and they will work. The school will give you to their veterans center. Most schools have that, and that veterans center will ask you for that COE, and then they'll talk to the VA, and pretty much everything will be set up. They'll handle that, and then you'll talk to them about setting up your classes. As far as payment, BAH, what you're gonna get. If you're going online, you're gonna get a lot less. So you're gonna wanna maximize on how many credits you're taking that semester. How many classes you're taking that semester. If you're doing the full amount of credit or classes, you're gonna get quite a bit more money rather than doing one. For example, and then if you're going in person, you're gonna get a lot more BAH. For example, if I can't go in person to my school because it is in, ooh, wow, I'm a horrible student. It's in another state. We're gonna go with that. It's like Tennessee or Virginia, something like that. And that, if I'm going there, I'll get paid. But because it's not here, and my situation is a little interesting, I only get paid like half of the BAH when I actually attend, and I'm only doing one class at a time because I have so much other stuff to juggle. But if you do, it's actually a decent amount. It's like $1,800 that you get paid for, or you get paid as BAH, which is great, especially if you know my story. I was at one point, I was like broke and I needed help, so college was key. But now, I'm doing a lot of other stuff. So, moving forward, if you're going to go the route that I go, the post 9/11 GI Bill, I'll make a video about all the information about the differences between them. For me, though, the reason why I did it is because it worked in hand with what I'm doing in school, and that's all going to be on your opinion and what you choose to do. For me, I am doing a bachelor's of science in aviation. It's a mouthful. So essentially what it means is I'm studying to become a commercial airline pilot. And that's a lot more expensive. And if you don't know, that's your bachelor's degree. So bachelor's degree and flight school. And you have to get a lot of licenses. A lot of licenses. They pay for a majority of it. The only portion they don't pay for is your private license. I think they want to know that you're actually committed. And a private license can be quite expensive, especially with what comes with flight school. So if you don't know, for me, flight school entails you have to pay for flight insurance, gas or fuel, and pretty much you have to rent an airplane and pay an instructor. So it's quite a bit of stuff. It can get almost to $400 or $500 a session, sometimes even $1,000. It depends where you're going, what you're flying, like pretty much what you're doing. So they'll pay you after that though. Once you get past that point, they will pay for all of your flight school, and that is awesome because it is super expensive to get it. Also, if you're trying to become a pilot and you already know, you're like, oh, well, you know, you don't have to become a commercial airline pilot, you don't technically have to go to college. However, in the United States, if you do not get a bachelor's degree, you know, in aviation, or I believe it's aviation, it has to be in aviation, you cannot fly international. That's not true in certain countries, but mainly for this country, it is completely for this country. Furthermore, you know, I want to fly with Emirates one day. My uncle, he flew with Emirates, or he still does, and they just have an amazing amount. They pay amazing. You get to live in Dubai. You live in a villa. It's awesome. I'm really excited to do it. So I have a lot of work to do in this process, and also who doesn't want to fly? So luckily, they're paying. I get paid to go to school. My school is paid for, and it's just an awesome ride. Now, if you are a veteran, make sure you know what your rating is before you try to do this, because then you will be paying out of pocket. And look into something called Yellow Ribbon, if it's Yellow Ribbon School. We'll get more into that and in the next video. But like I said, thank you guys so much. I will, you know, these videos are gonna get better over time. I'm new to this, so thank you for everything. You know, if you've stayed here, you have guts. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.